figure fans, this is Thomas here with Monster Island Kaiju Reviews, and today we have a little bit of an odd review. Let's just say it's a double odd review, and it is these figures here. They are called Mecha Creach. Is that correct? Mecha Creach. Yes, that's what they are, and it is by a gentleman named Michael McCreery. His name is right over here on the side. He's also has a website called Swarmmco. And once again, I will have that on the side for you so you guys can see what I'm talking about. It's a little bit of a tongue twister, at least for myself. And some of you may have seen these floating around for a little while. I did too in people's collection. I would see them on their shelves and I would always wonder, what is this? And as you can see, this side is like the creature from the Black Lagoon, and then on this side it's a mecha side, and I think that's based on Mechagodzilla. So you can see two very different colorways. He had a couple on his website before that I really liked. One of them was like an insanely colorful one, and that one unfortunately was sold, but he had these available. He also had another one that I also liked that was very different. Instead of this metallic shiny gloss paint on it, it had a flat color, and it kind of looked like the Thing from Fantastic Four. This side was orange. It was pretty neat, and this side was like semi-translucent. And man, I was torn on which one to get, but I kind of went for the colorful ones. You know, I do like eye-catching colors. You have to forgive me for rambling. I'm trying to remember what Michael told me, because he went through the trouble of telling me what all these little things mean on this particular figure. You know, there's this mouth and a tongue sticking out. He told me what that was. I just can't remember. A lot of it is based on like nostalgia and stuff. His left arm, I wasn't even sure what it was. I just thought it was a mechanical arm, but it's actually a turntable arm, and that's the stylus or the needle. So that is pretty neat. Michael is also a big time music guy, a DJ, so it makes a lot of sense. And if I go back here, right on his behind, he has one of those little adapters for the turntable. I guess if you have a 45 record or a regular 33 RPM record, if you had a 45, you would need to put that little spinner thing on there, and then that way you can place that record on. So he put that on there. I thought that was hilarious. He told me that. He's got an alien back there. He's got this creepy face, kind of like a skeleton guy. He told me what that was too. I can't remember. There's an eye back here. I don't know what that means either. I thought it was maybe a homage to Hedera, but you know, that's how I looked at it. You know what? Let me get this other guy. He's got this little, it's like a starfish type thing here. It's got a like a frown on there. He also has this thing on his belt. I could have sworn it's still like a cassette player. Maybe it was a Sony Walkman or something like that. I'm not even sure. There's so many neat things on this guy. He also has a eye on back of his palm. One other thing, since I'm looking some more, the one thing great about these pieces, these Mecha Creach, is that each one is one of a kind. There is no exact duplicate, so it adds something special, I think. I mean, I think for me, I love having one of a kind, and this one was actually dated from 2023, so somehow this one evaded being purchased. So here it is, it's mine now. And this one says one of one from 2024, and it's cool because he signs it Swarm. You know, that's his artist name. These are so fantastic. I'm so glad I got this. I know others have their own colorway, so they have their own very special Mecha Creach figure. It's got some base articulation. I almost said artillery. Articulation. The head, the arms, the legs do not move. No, they don't swivel. I would not do it. Yeah. So that is pretty cool. When I glanced at this initially, I thought maybe it was like homage to Star Wars, C-3PO, but definitely more like Mechagodzilla. And hopefully you guys can see what the heck I'm talking about. Yeah, these are so fantastic. And I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. You know, he told me that he's going to be running out of these figures. He has blanks and he has glow in the dark ones. I really want to glow in the dark because he'll make this part open so it glows, the skull and maybe the skull back here, so it's got some cool glow in the dark effect. I think he may also even use paint that can react to black light. I don't think these are. I'm not sure. I don't have a black light, so I have not tried it. Yeah, so I think I will stop babbling and take these guys outside like I normally do, so you guys can appreciate a little bit better. You guys can basically make it out from here, but I think definitely bring this guy outside so you guys can check it out. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that, and I'll wrap up this quick review. Alright, for our first comparison, we have a Super 7 reaction Gigan figure standing about 3.5 inches tall. And for our next one, we have a Marmot Final Wars Anguirus. And this guy has been elusive for some time for me. And our next one is also a Marmot, and this is the original color Space Godzilla. This guy is pretty cool, I have to admit. And for our last one, we have all of them together. Alrighty folks, we are back, and I hope you guys liked the outdoor video of the two Mecha Creach figures. And I wanted to show you a few more quick comparisons, just so you guys can see how much bigger or smaller these guys are. And these are actually more like, they're pretty much standard size, maybe slightly a little bit bulkier. In the center, let's go ahead and show you this one here. This one is the Hedonia figure from Studio Oki. They're on Instagram. This is in the special bull mark colorway, and this one also is a glow in the dark. It is a very peculiar figure, let's say that. Comes with a whip and accessory in her left hand, if you guys can make that out. And to the right here of me is the M1 Titanosaurus. This is a really stunning, beautiful colorway. It's 20 years old already. Can you believe it? I think it uses the bull mark sculpt or the mold, but this is by M1, I believe. It's hard to tell sometimes. It's got bull mark and M1 on there. So this one is a gorgeous one. Right behind Hedonia is the 25 centimeter 2019 Godzilla standard version, and I don't know if you guys can make it out, but it does have a lot of this earthy type tone and color. The sculpt is outstanding. X Plus went a little overboard perhaps. They made like 4 different versions of this. I mean, I get it, they're definitely different. It's got this one, you got the brick with the blue dorsal plates that lights up. There was a really funky orange, I think that's also a Rick version. Yeah, different Rick version with the semi-translucent. It has all this orange. Some people call it the Cheeto Godzilla. I would not call it that. I think if you have it in hand, it never looks the same every time you grab it, because it just does something in the light. It's just insane. It's insane. I do recommend that figure. I have no regrets. This big boy here is the, what is this, is this Sun Guts? I am totally blanking out, guys, help me here. Passion Tank? Sun Guts. I think that's what it is. There's too many figures. I know, yeah. This is in the marbled vinyl. I was told this is not painted, but it is in the vinyl itself. Quite the charming figure. A little bit articulation, but this is massive. This is like, I want to say like 12 inches tall. I really like this one. I have a few of these Sun Guts now, and I really like them. So anyway, you guys can have a very clear sizing comparison. And as far as a basic score with these Mecha Creach, I want to say creatures, Creach figures, is that I give these guys a really great high score. I think this sculpt and the uniqueness of this guy is fantastic. And you know what also is very cool is that this guy, he doesn't live far from me, so he's a local talent. I'm very happy to support local talent, and he's in the position now where he's helping other artists and stuff. So it is a wonderful, like a circle, you know. I mean, you know, when he started, I'm sure he got some help from other artists, and now he's paying it back in his own way. And I'm definitely gonna get one or two more. I really love these guys here. And you know what's super cool about him? I actually went to his, he has a store over in Fremont, and I actually went there. He's got a bunch of cool stuff. But you know, we were talking for a while, and you know, he prices his stuff very fairly. You know, I mean, he can probably charge more. I mean, he also goes to the shows, and he sells his one-off or his customs and some other products that he has. And you know, he's very down to earth and fair on his prices. And you know, he was saying he would like, you know, most people to be able to have one in their collection. So go over to his website and grab it. I mean, I should not say anything because I want to go get it. but that's not cool. Definitely go check out his website. He's got lots of other one-offs as well, not just these two here. He's got a bunch of stuff on there, and it rotates. So I do recommend you guys checking out his website. So I think that's about it, right? I did say that I give this a very high score, and no two are alike. And I can't stress that enough. You guys are bound to find one that you are gonna like. If you like something like this, you can probably even ask him. He might be able to do it, but he is quite a busy guy, and I don't think you can go wrong with any variation that he does. So yeah, that concludes my quick review of these wonderful two figures from Michael McCreery. I got his name right. And stay tuned for more. I've got so many other more reviews on the back burner. I've just been juggling a lot of stuff, work, and been busy with the Facebook group. It's called the Real Kaiju Collectors. And also there's another one that we just made, is the Godzilla Sofubi Collectors. That is a fun one. It's a smaller group, but it's exclusive for Sofubi figures. And you know, I've kind of went in the direction of Sofubi a little bit more now. I mean, before it was more like the realistic figures like X Plus. This was, you know, took a lot of my time and a lot of my funds too, because these things are expensive. It definitely adds up, but I still love these. I still love the realism of X Plus. You know, you got Omega Beast, you got Spiral. There's so many other contenders. Prime One. There's more. But for some reason, I always kind of come back to the Sofubi figures. I don't know. There's something about them that I just can't get enough of. I'm such a big fan of these. I'm so glad there's so many out there too. It's a great time to be a collector or fan of these type of figures. There's so many options. So that is it. Stay tuned for more. Have a great day. See you next time. Bye bye.